What's happening, y'all? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center inside Waterford Lanes, right here, where today we're going to talk about something that's very important. One of the things you have in your bag, in your arsenal, it's not a ball, and it's not surface, it's not anything to do with the bowling ball necessarily. It's in your arsenal, it's something you have the ability to do. I'm going to show you and teach you exactly what it's for and how to use it here in a minute. Stay tuned. All right, so we're going to take this magic gem, and I'm going to stand in a spot. Stand on 32. Now I'm going to throw my normal speed with my normal hand position here. Let's see what it does. All right, I 2-8. Now, this is where your most important tool in your bag comes into play. It's not a bowling ball. It's not a surface pad, although I could take a surface pad and maybe make that ball pick up a little bit stronger. But what am I going to do then? This ball's already slow. Bringing that ball closer to be with surface probably is just going to make it plaque 10 from there. So my biggest tool in my bag is my ball speed. Making the ball a little bit slower, or making the ball pick up a little bit quicker, earlier, closer to you by just bringing your speed down a little bit. Standing in the same spot, just making my ball speed just a little lower. Gets the ball to now pick up and trip a 4-pin. So from there, I could make a minor adjustment. I could move my feet one left to kind of allow that to open up. Let's see what happens with it. Let's see what that does. Move my feet one left. Stay slow. See, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that at all. I would have just made my adjustment from there. But a lot of people, here's what a lot of people would do. Rather than adjusting their speed to make this ball work, to make it do what you want, a lot of people are going to go to a quicker ball. So they'll go to something, they're like, oh, I need something that's going to hook more down lane. The gem didn't hook down lane. I need something that's going to hook more down lane. So I'll go back to where I was that first shot where I left the 2-8 with the gem, and I'll use the quicker ball. Let's see what happens. So now you get the quicker ball that's going to pick up the friction a little bit more down lane, and you get that. But that is going to have the tendency of getting too far down the lane too. And the problem with this type of a ball motion, with the quicker, sharper motion, is if you're bowling in a tournament and you're going pair to pair, this ball is going to be a lot less predictable than something like a slower magic gem. So my theory is if I, now with this quicker ball, slow down in that same spot, will it overreact? Yeah. See, so that has next to zero chance of being good. That ball is going to force me to keep my speed up because of how sharp and quick it wants to respond to friction. So if I go back to the gem and back to that spot where it struck and trip the 4-pin, just speed my feet up just a little bit. I can get the ball to do the right thing. So I can just kind of adjust my speed just a little bit, get a more predictable, stronger motion, something a little bit earlier. So when I go to the next pair, I have something more predictable in my hand, and I'm not fighting ball reaction for half a game. So let me throw another one there. I actually spun that a little bit. My thumb got forward on it, and it still struck. But that's what I'm talking about. So you can have those little minor misses, little things like that with the slower, predictable ball, still keeps you in play. Whereas that outer limits, that probably goes past the head pin with that. Missing it at the bottom like that, a quicker ball is probably going to 2-8-10. There you go. Throw another one there. Should be good. There you go. So now we're snapping 10s out. We got good ball motion. As we move left, we can probably slow down even more, but this is just the adjustment you use when you want to be able to keep your feet in the same spot or somewhere similar, you use speed. And in league, the mistake a lot of people do, which it's not really a mistake in league because you can get away with it. You're bowling on the same pair all night. So when people see that gem get too far down lane or hook or what they like to call it burn up, it's using too much energy, which it's really not. They go to the quicker ball like that outer limits. And you can get away with that on league conditions. That's certainly okay. But now if that gem starts to be just a little bit too slow, starts to leave that flat 10, 4-pin type ball reaction, we go to something that's just a little bit quicker than the gem, which would be this exotic gem. So in that same spot, let's see what it does. You can see that one just a little bit sharper angle, stands up just a little bit more. So this one's going to allow me, as I go left, this ball will let me get to that a couple boards left and stay in that same type of ball motion, same type of ball reaction. And then as I go further left, I can just grab just a little bit quicker ball as I need it. But now I'll go 2 and 1 more left, staying slow and see what this ball does in there. See how much better that ball picks up off the dry? So when you get into a spot when the gem's not going to be enough, you've got a quicker ball motion here. And then when you get even further left, let's say we get to, here, let me show you if I can, see if I can get this one to flat 10. So from here, now we get much further left. And now you flat 10 like that. Now the ball has become too slow from that spot and it gets too far down lane. So you can make a couple different changes. Here, I don't think speed is going to help you a whole lot. So we could do this. We could make the ball just a little quicker and we could get your hand around it. Again, this is going to work in league. We could get in here, get our hand around it a little bit, make the ball just a little quicker. But you can see, so it still gets too far down lane. So I would be going to, well, let's test the theory. Let's see if it is a speed thing. Let's learn some things together. I'm just going to get a little slower here. Yeah, so speed isn't quite the move here. This is where I would say we need a little bit stronger ball, a little bit stronger, quicker ball for that spot because now the ball is getting too slow. It's getting too far down lane and too slow. So let's try something like the outer limits, pearl, from that same spot. And just see what this ball does. It should be a little quicker. Hopefully it gives us what we need. Definitely quicker, so now we got 4-pin. So that's good. A little bit better ball reaction. So now we can make a speed adjustment. A little bit more speed, good to go. Right? I would say so. Or, nah, I'll get my hand just a little bit more forward instead. Not as much around it. That just happened. That was pretty close, though. That was pretty close. Let's try it again. Even more forward, just a little bit. Don't need to be all the way around it. There we go. So now we've got ball reaction to get the 10 out again. Let's throw one more there just to make sure we're good. But these are the types of moves you can make. Speed adjustments, roll adjustments, mostly speed. Speed's a big thing. One more in that spot. Let's see what it does. Oh, that's left. It's left, but we're tripping 4 pins, which means that is good ball reaction. The forward hand motion is tripping 4 pins. If you're around it, that's going to be 4-9. One more shot. We just want to be sure. There you go. Perfect. All right, there you go. So that is how we adjust. We make those small moves. The biggest move is with your speed. You make your speed come down a little bit to get the ball to hook a little bit sooner. You don't necessarily have to try and grab a bunch of it. You don't have to grab a stronger ball. You don't have to grab a quicker ball. You can generally make speed adjustments to get the ball to do certain things that you want. Comment below, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. Really appreciate y'all. Until next time, I'm getting out of here. We'll see you guys later.